You being God's favor is going to make you the most hated. I'm telling you now, you are going to meet folks that's just not going to like you for merely existing because they are in understanding that you are amongst the selected. Sometimes people don't like you because they see in you how God is getting ready to use you. Are you ready for us to talk about this? Envy is a crazy thing because folks often envy those they are in close proximity to. It is an uncomfortable feeling to watch people make it to places that you never gonna make it to. And it's uncomfortable to see people grasp a certain level of success that you never gonna get. And there's a feeling in you because often those who win have nothing special for them. You look no better than me. You are no more talented than me. You are no greater than me. And I know you. I sit beside you. I chill with you. I'm around you. But you're doing the very things that I wish that I can do for me. That's an uncomfortable feeling. That's a feeling that makes you question your own self-worth. That makes you question where you're going to get to. And folks are not going to like you because you were born to be amongst the winning team. And they were born to try to find a way to get in the group. I'm in full understanding that there's some people who wish the worst for me because they know only the best is what I'm going to get. I understand that. And you have to understand it too. Being God's favorite makes you the most hated.
Hey, welcome to Let's Glow with Nini. I'm Nini, and let's get straight into this video.
Women don't realize they hanging out with men who truly are jealous and envy them. You understand? And you be thinking that you're helping out these men because even though they don't have what you have, you're trying to help them, put them on, be there for them while they getting put on. The whole time they are jealous of you, right? And I was just thinking about this because Tayana said Imam was jealous of her. And the signs of dealing with a jealous man is a man who's always talking about what you got, what you have, and why, and he doesn't have it. This is the man that's like, if I went to school like you went to school, if I had the job that you have, if I made the money that you made, if I had the time that you had, if I grew up in the house that you grew up in, if I had the daddy that you had, if I had the mama, if my folks spoiled me, like if I went to vacations like you went to vacations, you know what I'm saying? If I had the toys that you had, like these are those type of individuals. And you have to peep them, and you have to be careful of them. And this is why so many women say, don't date down. It's not about materialistic things. It's about a spirit. Because, so many women that you see out here being hurt and unalived, honestly, the root of a lot of those men are a jealous and envious spirit. These are the men that want you to get a joint bank account with them as soon as they hook up with you. Don't be out here getting no joint bank accounts with a man who's contributing 20% of income. Understand? Because, anyway, have a good day, y'all.
Do one thing, yeah, and I want you to learn this. You see, male jealousy is a different type of jealousy, okay? You see, like female jealousy or jealousy between women, most of it is harmless. I'm not going to say it's completely harmless because there have been some dangerous cases out there, like the woman that had acid thrown on her face, and also the woman that went to Mexico with some friends and she was killed. My prayers go out to both of them. But you see, from what I've witnessed, a lot of like female jealousy is usually name calling or destroying someone's reputation or just catty and petty behavior. You see, male jealousy, you will actually lose your life. Do you understand? A jealous man is a dangerous man. You see, men, a lot of men are not calculated enough to deal with an enemy or someone they don't like with finesse. They only know how to hurt things and destroy things. Do you understand? And when a lot of men get an ugly feeling inside of them that they don't understand or they can't control, their first instinct is to destroy it. It's to get angry. Do you understand? And men can get jealous over the most stupidest things. You know the saddest thing? A man will be jealous of another man over something that man can't even control. Case in point, a guy could be jealous of another man because he's tall. A guy could be jealous of another man because he's good looking. A guy could be jealous of another man because a lot of girls like him. A guy could be jealous of a lot of men because growing up his parents could provide for him, or he's got money, or he's got a good job, or he's got a good car, or he's got status, or he's doing well in life. Do you understand? And why that's scary is it's like, rather than focus on himself and say, you know what, let me take inspiration from this guy. How can I build? His first instinct is, how can I get rid of this person that is making me feel this ugly thing inside of me? Do you understand? That's making me twist and turn in my bed at night. I can't stand this guy. I need to destroy this guy. And you see as well, A lot of people don't realize this, but a lot of beef between guys in the ends or even groups of guys, it usually starts over jealousy. One guy was in his feelings that another guy was doing better than him. And rather than take inspiration, rather than come up to him and say, yo bro, like how did you do that? Like what's the method? He's not gonna do that. He's just gonna harm you and he's gonna hurt you. And that's why you've got to be careful, because you could have traits that to you that's just a normal day in the office. You woke up lit, you walk a certain way, you talk a certain way, you know how to make money, you got a good mindset, you're him. And another man doesn't want to take the process to become him. So all he can think of is, how can I destroy this guy? And that's when I say, a lot of the time, especially when you're around men, yeah, you need to have eyes at the back of your head. Yeah? Eyes at the back of your head. Watch out for sly remarks, sly little digs, insults disguised as jokes. Watch out for these things, because you see, male jealousy is like a seed. At first it starts with very minor little sly backhanded comments and stupid little remarks and subtle disrespect, but over time it grows into something even more dangerous. Does that make sense? Especially when you're continuing to thrive. Look at that model a few years ago who's doing the modeling, doing his thing, and one other little idiot was jealous and obsessed with him, and what did he do? He wound up killing him. And I've known a lot of cases like that, especially in the hood. One guy's making money, he's driving a nice car, the pretty girls like him, he's got his jewelry, his family love him, he's the guy, he's shining. And one other crusty guy in a corner, he can't take that. I don't like my life, so I need to make sure he doesn't like his. And that's how a lot of these guys think. And you see these jealous, insecure guys, they will hurt you. And you see, especially if you're a guy that knows how to defend himself, it's even worse. Do you know why? Because then they'll set you up. Do you understand? They'll tell people where you live. They will find a way to get rid of you. Male jealousy is frightening. You'll die. So that's why I always say, be careful. I know it's not fair, but if you've got a rollie, don't always take pictures with it. Wear it certain places. If you're doing your thing with your car, with whatever, be humble. If a guy's asking you questions or whatever, just play it cool. Do you understand? Because you can unintentionally offend a lot of people. Your happiness is a lot of other people's misery. And that's where the problem starts. So like I always say, make civilian life great again. Link in the bio.
There's a whole network of men that are jealous of women, and it's starting to get scary. Just imagine you're on a date with this new guy and things are going great, but you're a beautiful girl, so you are getting complimented left and right. But as to not make him feel disrespected, you're making sure that you keep your attention on him. But you still notice a shift in his behavior and his attitude towards you. And the next thing you know, an argument ensues. And by the end of the night, what you thought was a great date turns to shit. Or how about you and your family and friends are out celebrating you for your birthday or some accomplishment that you had, and your man comes along, but he's not speaking to any of the other guests. He's just kind of standoffish, sitting in the corner pouting, not saying one good thing about you, didn't buy you a gift. Next thing you know, the end of the night comes and you are sliding down a wall crying, trying to figure out how you can make him feel better on your special day, because the attention has been successfully diverted to him. Just imagine the damage that jealous masculine energy can do to feminine energy. My mom told me once, you think a jealous woman is something, that ain't got shit on a jealous man. You need to run.
You know what I hate? I hate a jealous ass man. I hate a man that is so jealous of the woman they're with. Like, I never understood that until like recently, because I used to always have this idea that like, how are men jealous of women? Like, how can a man and a woman compete? But I don't think I realized until I got like in my 20s that men compete with women, and men are so extremely like jealous. Like, when you are dating out here, you have to be careful that these men are not jealous of what you have, jealous of who you are, jealous of you, and they're not trying to like secretly compete and have all this like negative toxic energy towards you. Because
If a man never compliments you ever at all, when you look your best, when things are going good in your life, if they just choose to ignore your beauty, to ignore your excellence, that man may be a narcissist. That is a red flag to have somebody in your life, especially somebody who you're dating, somebody that you would consider your partner. If they cannot compliment you, that indicates jealousy. Think about it. People who see the greatness in other people, who are also confident within themselves, they have no problem extending a compliment to somebody else. So if you ever encounter a man who chooses to ignore your beauty, your greatness, the things that you have going on, that man is a hater. Typically, it's insecure people that are unable to compliment others. When they don't feel strong or confident within themselves, that screams insecurity. He's jealous of you, he's in competition with you, he's probably a narcissist, and he may even be in the closet.
After my relationship that I just got out of, in previous relationships, I will no longer be messing with men that are not in the same tax bracket or higher than me. I just can't do it no more. Y'all be so mad when a woman is independent and can do for herself and doesn't necessarily need you, and it's so weird. Y'all be so insecure and jealous. Like, I've ran across too many mad, jealous men that be mad that I can do what I want to do and do for myself and don't gotta ask them for shit. They hate a woman in power, and it's so weird to me, because then you come out of one like ugh. And it be the ones that like go into the relationship knowing that you're the breadwinner or knowing that you have enough money to do for your own, and they act like it's all cool and dandy, and then later start throwing shit in your face like, oh, you always want to go here and go on a trip and do this, and I want to spend my money on these things and I don't get to do. What are you mad at me for because I want to go somewhere? You don't have to go, but I'm not going to stop doing what I want to do because you can't afford it. What the fuck? Why?
It's one thing for your home girl to be jealous of you or for another girl to be jealous of you. And when I talked about with the pretty girl curse, we're going to keep this going. But it's a whole other for the man you with to be jealous of you, or for you to notice that men are literally jealous of women. Men be seriously jealous of women, and they're going to say they not, and I'm ready for them under these comments to boost this algorithm. But no, for real. It is so many men comparing themselves to women these days. It's crazy. Why would you compare apples to oranges? Why would you compare a man to a woman? A man and a woman are completely different. Like, what is it? Biologically, and even in our brains, we're wired differently. And it's always this, if I would, as a man, if you don't want to do it, baby, you're a man. If you're not dating other men, why are you comparing yourself to women? That is so weird. And this is how you know, this is the key factor and telltale sign that they are jealous of women. Why are you comparing yourself to something you'll never be?
It might sound a little twisted, but there are men out here that are jealous of the women that they're attracted to. And he might do want to see you do good, but just not better than him. And you can always tell the men who are like that, because they always make everything that they doing seem so much more bigger and make everything that you're doing seem so much more smaller. And when y'all get into it and y'all had disagreements, he might say things like, oh, you think because you got that new job that you doing something. Or you think because you got that new little ass crib that you standing on something. You ain't really standing on shit. And he'll make some of your accomplishments seem like they're nothing. And you got to pay attention to shit like that, because he's showing you that he's secretly hating on you. And women love to use the excuse, oh, he only said that because he was mad, or he only said that because I made him angry. But anger doesn't make you down talk somebody's accomplishments. You cannot grow with somebody who's in competition with you. And you cannot grow with somebody who is hating on you. So you might need to rethink who you dating or who you dealing with.
For some guys, because they really aren't healthy deep inside, even though they may have genuine feelings for you, can get a little possessive, because a lot of possessiveness stems from a deeper fear and insecurity. And they feel like I have to control you and take hold of you. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to guarantee that you won't leave me or some other man won't get you. But again, that's a whole nother discussion. The point here is that, yes, jealousy will tend to arise. Now, I will say there are some situations where The man may be in denial of his deep feelings for you. But when that jealousy starts to show, like I know of a situation where a man was friends with a woman and, you know, when people were saying to him, well, why don't you get with her? He was like, nah, I'm good. That's just my friend. But then one time he was telling me how like they were out and about and some men came along and he found himself feeling some kind of way. And he was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, why am I feeling this way? And it was kind of his wake up call, like, yo, I've developed some level of feelings for this woman because I don't get like this about any other woman. I don't get jealous. I don't care. But in this situation, this is bothering me. So for some men, it is what's going to signify or show them there's something there.
So this message is for women who know who they are and know what they're worth and have morals and values. Be careful with the man that y'all invite into y'all life, the man that y'all date. Because some men, they come into your life and they get jealous and they become intimidated because they don't know who they are. And they try to put that on you. They try to bring you down to their level, make you feel like shit, make you forget who you are, knock you off your square, bring you down. You really got to be careful with the man that you bring into your life, seriously. You got to ask God for discernment when it comes to these men. Because just like how women can get jealous of another woman, a man can get jealous of a woman too. Her success, the way she carry herself, you know, the way she take care of herself, love herself. That's why you can't be messing around with no man out here who don't know who they are, who don't love themselves, don't value themselves, don't have morals. Y'all have to actually be equally yoked. If y'all not on the same level, same shit, don't let no man bring you down to his level. Especially if you're a woman that know that you're already on your shit. Okay? You don't need a man for a damn thing. A man should be a want. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle.
The kind of jealousy and cruelty that narcissistic men exhibit towards their partners needs to be studied. A lot of people think that having a jealous friend is bad. You don't know what jealousy is until you have been with a man, slept with a man who was jealous of you. It is another level of evil. Like, these people are jealous of you. I'm not talking about a man who's jealous about you, who's jealous when other men look at you, or jealous when you get attention. I'm talking about a man who's jealous of you, jealous of the way you look, jealous of the way you act, jealous of the way you dress, jealous of the way people see you, the way people love you, your own family members, jealous of your job, jealous of everything that is about you. These people are jealous people. The thing with narcissists is a lot of people think that they are egotistical, which they are, but they think the reason they are egotistical and conceited is because of how high their self-esteem is. On the contrary, these people have low self-esteem. Their self-esteem is non-existent. So they mirror the people they are with. They try to copy the people they are with. And you'll notice that narcissists are like chameleons. I think that's how you say it. They become the person they're with. So they go from relationships to relationships to relationships, acting like the people they are with. So if they're a nurse today, they'll either downplay the fact that you're a nurse. Again, that goes back to the jealousy. The one that I was dealing with told me one time, out of nowhere, like on a normal day, just out of nowhere told me, "You think you're special, don't you?" And I'm like, "What?" And he said, "You think you're special because you're a nurse. I know dumber people who are nurses. It's nothing special. Plus, all you guys do is clean ASS all day and listen to doctors. Doctors are the more respectable people. They're the more respected people. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Another thing he would do is get really, really upset when we would go out and my supporters and fans would come up to me. Now, mind you, I'm someone who has over 2 million followers across all platforms, with YouTube being my biggest one. So everywhere I go, people know me. So being in Atlanta, a lot of people recognize me. I couldn't go to the grocery store, go to Walmart, go to a restaurant without at least one person walking up to me. That used to, oh my God, that used to make him so mad. People would come up to me and he would be so rude and his energy would be so like just negative. And I would feel so embarrassed, and I would hug the person and, you know, take a picture if they want to take a picture. And he'll tell me, these people have nothing to do with their lives, don't they? Or do they? Why would they just come up with a complete strangers? Like, I have better things to do with my life. I'm not going around looking for people to be fans of. Mind you, the whole time, this man wanted to be an influencer so bad. So badly. There was one time we went out to Lenox Mall and a group of ladies walked up to us, older ladies, and they were like, "Oh my God, Mercy, I love your content. I watch your videos. Thank you so much for your inspiration with hair and nursing. I love your content. I've been watching you for years." And one of the ladies turned around and actually said his name. When I tell you this man was smiling from ear to ear, this was one of the first times that he was recognized at the same time that I was recognized. He was smiling from ear to ear. Mind you, I was very uncomfortable because this whole time, every time we see a fan that comes up to me, he puts up an attitude and it makes me uncomfortable. So I want to get out of the situation quick because I don't want to start any drama. This man was smiling from ear to ear the whole time he wanted to be an influencer. Till later on in the relationship, when he hacked my accounts and then created a YouTube channel and started telling people to follow him. Every video, please follow my channel. I have some tea on her. I'm going to talk about this, And again, the whole time he was doing these reactive abuse videos where he will get me amped up to here, get me all routed up when I'm at my most vulnerable stage, when I don't look my best, when I'm so angry because of the things that he's doing and I'm trying to express myself and trying to get him to understand, or just losing my shit. He would film that and keep it. Film it and keep it. Film it and keep it. Don't you know when he hacked my account that had, I think at that time it was 1.5 million subscribers. He hacked the account, shut it down, and then created his own YouTube channel and started promoting himself. Not only was he promoting himself, I became his content. Those contents that he was filming in, whether it was a secret discussion between him and I, a fight between him and I, whatever it was, he was saving those contents. Those became the content on his YouTube channel till this day. These people are jealous of you for the same reason that they came to you. And I know it's confusing. It might be because you're such a beautiful girl, and they are very, very good with trying to climb the social ladder. So a beautiful woman, men like their women to be their trophy. So they like when a man has a beautiful woman, that's his trophy, and that's his way of climbing a social ladder, because all of his friends are going to see him and say, wow, how did he bag that? He must have money. He must have, he must be well endowed. He must be charming. He must be handsome. So that's a way of climbing the social ladder for them. So it could be the fact that you're beautiful, but the same reason that they came to you will be the same thing that they use to destroy you, will be the same thing that they're jealous of you for. Like I said, mine wanted to be so popular. He wanted to be an influencer. So he got me as an influencer when I was at the peak of my career. And he hated everything about it. He hated everything about me being an influencer. He would be mad when fans come up to me. He would be upset when I tell him that a big brand wants to work with me. I would be so happy if I got an email stating that a big brand wants to work with me. I would be jumping up and down, excited, and just like so happy. And the look on his face just kills my entire vibe. And the day of filming that video, he'll find a way to fight with me. He'll find a way to come up with an argument so I'm in a bad mood and I'm not able to film the content. He'll come up with something to where we're fighting. And again, he must win the fight. So I can go on and on and on with these stories, but if you're in a situation where, or in a relationship or even a marriage where you know that that person, again, it could be a man or a woman, you just know that that person is jealous of you. That is a dangerous place to be, a very, very dangerous place. It is even deadly, because a jealous spirit will do anything, I'm telling you, to get over that jealousy or to take you off the pedestal that they think that you're on. If you're beautiful, they're going to tell you how ugly you are. If you ever shared with them, an insecurity, they're going to bring that back at you in the worst way. If you're successful, they're going to try to diminish your success and they're going to try to destroy that. If you are likable, they're going to try to talk mess about you to any and everyone who likes you. They're good liars too. When I say pathological liars, they will lie. Even if they have to come up with an elaborate lie about you to the people who love you, they will do it just so those people can start to hate you. If they have to, like, these people are deadly. If you know or think you're with a person who's jealous of you, sis, start planning your escape, because it doesn't end well. It does not end well.